Hello, my name is Jay, and today I'd like to talk to you guys about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and explain how, on a deeper level, that these two energies are actually one and the same, two sides of the same coin. Both the same thing on a deeper level. So, first thing, well, the first one I want to start off with is the divine feminine energy, and what's the feminine energy associated with? It's associated with the things that we care about, the things that we protect, the things which we are, the things which we value, things that we love, and the list goes on. What does the masculine energy deal with? The things which we are passionate about, the things that drive us, the things that give us, the things that are the driving force within us, the things that give us the confidence and the power to go after what it is that we want and what it is that we're into, and so on. So how exactly are these two sides of the same coin and pretty much the same thing? Well, let's look at a car. And anybody who drives a car knows that a car needs fuel to keep running. Oh, and then another thing I just realized. Um, the feminine deals with the emotions, you know, and the masculine deals with, like emotional expression. So, in terms of the emotions, in terms of the emotions and trying to correlate it to the car. Let's look at the car as let's look, not so much the car, but the fuel and the driving that is associated with the car. So let's look at the fuel as the feminine energy. That's what the car values. The car values fuel. The car needs fuel to keep it driving, which is the masculine side of it. You can look at the car's fuel as its emotions, and when the car drives, it's its emotional expression. In other words, the car can't drive, which is its masculine energy, which is the expressive side, without the fuel, without the fuel, which is its feminine side. Its emotional side. If you get what I mean. So that's one way of explaining how these two are really two sides of the same coin, how you need both rather than look at both as separate. And then another thing with the society that we also live in, there's also this there's also this blatant form of manipulation where one side is seen as positive and the other is seen as negative. And ultimately, what this ends up doing is getting one side shunned, and the other side, praised. But how can we allow something like that to happen? When people who understand both of the energies know that you need both in order to be balanced and to function properly, and not to be lost in not to be too lost in either energy. But anyway, in our society, in our reality at the moment nowadays, in our reality at the moment, the masculine energy is the side that gets more praise, more adoration, while our feminine side is the side that gets more shunning and more disrespect and more misunderstood. And this is because the society which we um, are a part of right now, what well, that's going somewhere else. But that's because the society that we live in right now is all about manipulation, is all about deception. Yeah, the society we live under, is always finding a way to, try to make one side feel as if they're better than the other, and one side is worse than the other. But kind of getting carried away there. I don't want to get that involved in the video. Apologies. But let's get back to the divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So we just gave one analogy or one explanation of how the two need each other with the car, and how a car drives. But what causes the car to drive? When the drive is the express, the expression. But what causes the car to drive? What causes the car to express? The fuel, the feminine energy, its emotions. or the emotion. The fuel is the emotion, and the drive is the emotional expression. But we can look at it as like the introvert or the extrovert too. You know, if you want if we want to use another example, what energy would be associated with the introvert? The feminine energy. And what energy would be associated with the extrovert? The masculine energy. And the reason being, the reason for this is because introverts are more feminine. Doesn't mean they're more female. It simply means that which is also another form of deception. They think the feminine energy is strictly just a female thing. It's not. But anyway, what's usually introverts would be associated with the feminine energy because they're they're very nurturing of their self, very caring and very protective of themselves, to the point where it could even play out as them not wanting to be open to others and be vulnerable to others. And then there's the extrovert. The extrovert would be, the masculine energy would be associated with the extrovert because they're always going after what it is they're always going after what it is they want. They're always going after what it is they're, getting into what it is that they're into. Always being passionate about what it is they're into. Always got that confidence. But there are times where you just need to, sometimes that can get to the point where the extrovert may be, sometimes may be too aggressive or too forceful or too passionate. Sometimes just needs to take a seat back, not because not because they may not have the strength to keep going, but sometimes they just need those breaks so they can sit back and relax and just take some time out for themselves. Which and then doing that will also help the extrovert, cultivate and create more and create. It'll help them cultivate and create more of that feminine energy for themselves. Much like for the introvert to be more open, to be more expressive, it'll help them cultivate more of that masculine energy for themselves. So with the introvert and the extrovert, you can kind of see how they both need their opposing energies, so they could balance out themselves and not be too lost on either end of what they of whichever energy they may harness more of, if that makes sense. Another way to look at it, how and then the label positive and negative, you know, and in our reality, positivity is associated with things that are good for you, things that deserve, things that are good for you, things that are positive, things that uplift you and motivate you, and then there's the negative end, things that are bad for you, things that bring you down, things that make you feel less than what you know you're not. But we go back to how the negative end is put on one of the energies and how the positive is put on one of the energies, which creates the separation. But how can we say that one end is positive and one end is negative when you need both to balance things out? Which ultimately would end up meaning that both of them are positive for you. It's only when you share. It's only to the point where it's only to the point where one is cherished more than the other, where it can be negative because one is being utilized and cared for too much than the other, and this will lead to the other one being left out and not having any balance. But yes, the feminine energy is not negative, because if it was negative, then well, if it you can't have the masculine energy without the feminine energy. You can't have the emotional expression without the emotion, without the emotional side. And when yeah, sorry about that. But basically what I'm saying is basically what I'm saying is we've been lied to, we've been manipulated to think that one side is better than the other, but on a deeper level we know that it's all the same, and that it's all connected, and that you can't have one without the other. Because what is your drive? What is it that you're passionate about and go after if you don't know what it is that you value and care about and are passionate about and motivated by? You see what I mean? If you didn't have anything that you didn't care for or valued or were very, obsessive or possessive over, very nurturing about, and very protective about, you wouldn't even, you wouldn't even be motivated or driven to, you know, go after that, or try to put that into reality, assuming that it has something, sorry, got lost again. But basically, you wouldn't, you wouldn't go after what it is you want if you wouldn't go after what it is that you want if you didn't know what it was that you wanted on the inside. The only way to know what it is you want is to know what you are into. Keyword into. What that into, that which is inside you, that which you like to do, that which you prefer to do, what it is that you want. Now that it's that which is going to drive you to put that out there and go after that, and turn that dream into a reality. So yes, you need that feminine energy. You need that feminine energy as much as the masculine energy, and then also with the words masculine and feminine too. They associate masculinity with men, and then femininity with women. So whenever you hear these two terms, they're gonna be like, oh, that's supposed to belong. They'll attribute that to one side, and then the other, and then make that one side seem like that side does all the work while the other one just sits back and does nothing. And once again, that leaves one side, out in the cold while the other one is getting all the glory. But in actuality, that energy should be shared between both of the sexes if you want to look at it from a male and female perspective. Because think about a relationship. What happens when the man is doing all the work or calls all the shots, and the female would have no play in it. The female will end up feeling like she has no power, but the female does have power. She just has to you know put it out there that she's not gonna take no back seat, have second place, and then that the man is gonna work with her and compromise with her, or that relationship is going to end. And it's the other way too. The female may be the masculine. The female may be the more driving force or the more aggressive one. You know, and then say that the man is the more feminine one, the one who just takes the back seat. It's the same way. The man is going to speak up more and express himself more, so that he can express what he wants or needs, or what the relationship needs, so that it doesn't end up being destroyed due to a lack of compromise and not setting up boundaries. So regardless of how you may try to the explain the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy, the fact of the matter is you need both energies within yourself and without yourself in order to keep a balance, in order for things to stay balanced. And I just explained a couple of ways why. If they were a bit, sorry, yes, I just explained a couple of ways why. There's other ways to explain it too. And then when you balance out those two energies and things are balanced out, and you're grounded, it always makes things a lot easier to deal with because you're not too lost in either end, not knowing which way, and then when you're lost, you never know which way to go. But anyway, that's another thing. But yes, I just want to share a couple of just want to share a couple of ideas, and a different perspective on how these two, how the how the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energies are two sides of the same coin. Just remember you can't have the what is your what is, just remember these questions, and they'll help you remember that these two are two sides of the same coins. What is your emotional expression without your emotion? What is your drive without the fuel? What is your passion without your you know what is your passion without what is your passion without the thing that it is you're passionate about? What is your own reality without what is your own reality without your own dreams? And the list goes on. You always need both. You always know what it is you're into, what it is you value, that feminine energy, and then you show it to the world, put it out there and express it. That masculine energy. Neither one is positive or negative. but it's only when one believes that when it's positive or negative that they will be seen and believed to be like that. So just remember, you always, regardless of whichever area these two energies may play in your life, know that whatever area in your life these two energies may need to be used, know that both always have to be used in order to ensure the most balance and most you know and the most balance, most harmony, most tranquility within your life, as in your relationships, whether it be with yourself or with others. I kind of feel like I'm kind of going all over the place now, but yeah, I just want to share a couple of ideas on that, kind of a different way of looking at it. If any of you felt like um, if any of you felt like if any of you felt confused or like something didn't make sense or anything, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it off there. I'm probably gonna go do some games or something. Go who the hell knows what I'm going to do. But yeah, just to share that with you guys. Um, Let me know how you guys felt about this video. If there's anything that I could work on or learn from, any feedback would be much appreciated, so I can become much better in my approach or the way I express these in the later videos. I thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a nice day. Peace.